Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Active, the podcast that helps you speak better, sound better, and feel better in English. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're diving into a topic that almost every English learner struggles with: speaking English confidently in public. Whether you're giving a presentation, speaking at school, participating in meetings, or simply talking to strangers, confidence can make all the difference. And believe me, this is something learners at every level ask about. Even advanced speakers tell me they freeze up when they have to speak in front of people. So, in today's episode, I'm going to share simple, practical steps that you can use immediately, whether your English is beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Let's get started. Why confidence feels hard. Before we jump into the tips, let's take a moment to understand why speaking publicly feels scary. Public speaking is difficult even in your first language. So if English is your second or third language, you're already doing something impressive. The most common reason people lose confidence is the fear of making mistakes, mispronouncing a word, forgetting a sentence, or using the wrong grammar. But here's something I want you to keep in mind. Mistakes don't stop communication, silence does. Most listeners don't care about perfect grammar. They care about understanding you. Confidence isn't about speaking without mistakes. It's about speaking even if you might make one. The more you accept this, the easier public speaking becomes. Practical tip 1. Slow down. Tip number 1 sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Slow down. Many English learners believe that speaking fast will make them sound fluent. But in reality, speaking fast usually makes you sound nervous, even in your native language. Speaking slowly has several benefits. It gives your brain time to choose the right words. It helps your mouth shape the sounds clearly. It makes you sound calm, relaxed, and confident. If you're not sure how slow to speak, imagine you're explaining something to someone who really wants to understand you. You're not rushing, you're guiding them. Try slowing down by just 10 to 15%, and you'll hear how much more confident you sound. Practical. Tip 2. Use easy vocabulary. Let's move to tip number 2. Use simple vocabulary. Confidence does not come from using complicated or academic words. Confidence comes from speaking clearly and sizzily. Simple English is powerful English. Here's the thing, even native speakers prefer simple words in public speaking. If a simple phrase helps you speak fluently, use it proudly. For example, instead of saying, "I strongly believe in the significance of," you can say, "I really believe that both are." Perfectly correct, but the simple version lets you speak naturally, and natural speech builds confidence. Practical tip 3. Practice out loud. Knowing these gives your brain a safety net, and when your brain feels safe, you stop panicking and start speaking. For example, Tip number 3 is one of the most important. Practice out loud. Many learners practice English silently in their minds. They think in English or read in English, but they rarely speak out loud unless they have to. But confidence grows only when your voice is involved. Your mouth, tongue, and vocal cords need practice just like your brain does. Here are a few easy ways to practice out loud every day. Read a short paragraph or an article aloud. Record yourself speaking for 30 seconds. Talk to your mirror and practice eye contact. Speak to your phone as if it's a person. Repeat sentences from movies or podcasts. The more your voice hears itself speaking English, the more natural it becomes, and the more natural it becomes, the more confident you'll feel in public. Practical tip 4. Prepare key sentences. Another great strategy. Tip number 4 is to prepare key sentences before you speak in public. This doesn't mean memorizing a whole speech word for word. In fact, memorizing everything usually makes you more nervous. Instead, prepare 3 to 5 sentences that you know you'll need. These could include your opening sentence, how you introduce yourself, a transition phrase, a sentence for when you forget something, your final sentence. Knowing these gives your brain a safety net, and when your brain feels safe, you stop panicking and start speaking. For example, if you forget what to say, you can use a prepared sentence like, "Let me explain that again in a simple way." This tiny bit of preparation makes a big difference. Practical tip 5, your body speaks too. Tip number 5 is something many people overlook: your body language. Your body communicates confidence long before your words do. And your body also affects your brain. When you hold your body in a confident position, your brain becomes calmer and more focused. Here are a few simple things you can do. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, keep your chin up. Use natural hand movements, smile lightly. These small changes make your voice stronger and your mind more relaxed. When you look confident, you begin to feel confident. A short confidence exercise. Now let's take just a few seconds to do a quick confidence exercise. Wherever you are, unless you drive, sit or stand comfortably. Take a deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and now slowly let it out. Now, say this out loud with me. I can speak English clearly. I can speak English confidently. Repeating simple, positive sentences like this before speaking in public helps your brain shift into a calmer, more confident state. Closing thoughts before we wrap up today's episode. I want to remind you of something important. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from practicing, from trying, and from speaking even when you feel nervous. Every time you speak English, even if it's just one sentence, you're improving your training, your brain, you're building confidence. Remember, fluency is not perfection. Fluency is communication, and the more you use English, the more natural and confident you'll sound. Thank you so much for joining me today on English Boost. I hope these tips help you feel stronger and more confident the next time you speak English in public. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who wants to improve their English too.